Welcome back to our Granada campaign. It's called Renovating Iberia. Unfortunately, right now, it's Iberia that's renovating our back door. Spain has declared war upon us. I say Spain instead of Castile, because Castile scored the double personal union over Aragon and Naples, and has Portugal allied, and let's not forget, God is on their side as well. So it's a fairly beastly lineup against poor Granada, with their long-term ally Tunis, who I have fed quite a lot, but they're also tired from their own wars, so they're not exactly packing a big wallop right now. I committed border gore atrocities across the Maghreb, and my punishment is pretty divine here. This looks pretty unwinnable. But we're going to still have to strike the fear of God into these Spaniards, lest we run with our tail between our legs here. I think I can win, not by a long shot, but let's see what we can have working for us. Our great allies, the Ottomans, through their own incompetent wars, got too exhausted to want to join in our war, and this is doubtlessly what gave Castile the brass to declare war upon us. So what can we do in retaliation? Fortunately for us, Ceuta was not maintained when war was declared, and we have just enough time to get there and take it for ourselves. I'm also going to want to bulk up to force limit here. A couple of mercs should arrive just in time. We already have some defensive edicts going on. Well, just the one, but it's in our home area there. Is it time for the 40-year war rebel strat 2 electric boogaloo, says Zergle. No. I'd rather not have a war that exhausts all of my resources here. We need to come out of this alive. I will take alive, even if it means not in Iberia. Actually, given the lack of allies, it's probably for my benefit that this land is given up. But, well, let's actually see what they want to begin with. They want all of that land, and for me to give up claims in Castile. That's a tall order. I really don't want to give up the claims in particular, because that's a whole load of development right there that I could get 25% off, and a endless casus belli to take. That would be shameful though, Jake. Well, I don't have a lot to work with here. Right, what do I have to work with? I'm able to take military tech 6. I don't know if I'm going to be the first at it, but I think I'll be the first in this war. So let's grab that, and that should unlock some new units for us. Let's get that shy bunnied cavalry while we can, because we do have 4 cavalry, great for flanking. How about our navies? They're here. I don't mind my cogs running to safety in haha, but I would like this squadron to head over to Tangiers. Could be useful there. Could also just get wiped out there. We shall see. Evora is also mothballed, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance to work with that. What I do have, though, is a 2 siege general. That's pretty handy, and Tunis, beaten down though they may be, are still probably going to be of some use. What else can I or should I do? See Malaga here. I don't think I should keep that fort there. It would certainly drag out the war and prevent them from coming down here. However, if they do kick me out, I don't want them having that fort for free. I also don't want them lapping up the war score of holding on to Malaga. So I don't see anything better to do than to destroy it straight up. It's also worth noting, yes, my alliance with the Turks is gone, and relationship doesn't look too hot with them either. Minus 100 because they backed out of that war, but we are still married. Hopefully we want to keep that relationship going. I remember yesterday you could get a peace deal when you only lost 2 provinces in Iberia. Was I fiddling around with that? I think I was. I was probably doing something like this. Yeah, because if I offer them 100 war score near enough, they're not going to say no. But the thing is, if I don't want to give up all these claims, because that's a lot of coring that I get on the cheap. Oh man, Valencia as well. So let's consider that top priority. Don't lose the claims. Losing the land is actually probably better for me than anything else, so let's also not exhaust our country. So if I get to Ceuta, I get my mercs up and on the go. I'm going to tell my buddy in Tunis to come and help me out with these battles, and then we'll see what we have, right? Let's take it slow. As long as I get on this and grab that early, I probably can't do too much wrong. And I think we're going to play ballsy here and get rid of this fort. I have something resembling a cunning plan relating to that. But that's only if this works out. Worst case scenario, at least I don't leave them with a fort. A battle here is not good. Get away from there ASAP. Sweet. I think it's just 1 or 2 days getting from the Straits to Tangiers itself. So, what are our friends up to? Castile's leaderless there, and they have a 1 siege general there. Hopefully they don't smack the siege on my capital. I tried to hire this guy in a desperate attempt to have the Ottomans on my side. I want to boot him out before I pay him more than a month's salary. And I got a couple of extra units here. Let's just jump onto the siege, keep ourselves fresh. Isn't surviving at all more important than the claims? I mean, they're not going to annex me, but imagine if they beat me so hard that Morocco's able to one-shot me afterwards. That's something I don't want to have to imagine. Right, I think we can get rid of this guy on the 9th, huh? 6, 7, 8. Get out of my country. Tempting to hire somebody here, but I am not looking good on the money front. And I will probably continue to not look good on the money front. This is disgusting. However, well, if I take this down, I should be able to shunt you off of... Uh-oh. Yes, the Portuguese are here. And the Portuguese bring no fewer than 16,000 into the fray. Which is good to know that I could solo Portugal myself. But getting Portugal solo is not an easy task unless they make some pretty questionable alliance choices. So let's see what we can do here. Firstly, I managed to grab this, okay? How about we step off of it, we keep it mothballed, and then see if they want to come and have a go. Delightfully devilish. Okay. He's going to arrive there on the 12th. I want to be there on the 11th. So let's give it 1, 2, 10, 11. 3 days. There we go. I'm there on the 11th. He's there on the 12th. The Portuguese want to follow up. Well, by all means, come one, come all. Dip tech is available to me, but screw dip tech. Alright. Come and have some. It's a -3 for you. I will be the one who decides who lives or dies. And it's not looking good for you, Aragon. Not looking good at all. Actually, my rolls here suck. Right, Aragon was able to make a slick getaway, which is not good enough. So I'm actually going to suicide a bark here. Splat. Down he goes. I can't afford to let Portugal take this. Because if they do, I won't be able to get across the strait. So I'm actually going to... Uh-oh, he's running in here. I'll be there on the 7th, I'll be there on the 6th. I've got the Superior General. I don't want him to hold Gibraltar, because that'll stop me from going either way. Let's not have this mothballed whilst I'm doing these ballsy strats. Oh, he wants to run away, does he? Well, that's a damn shame for me. Because I'm probably going to eat some bad times in these mountains, because I got a crossing penalty and However, I was able to dislodge them off of that siege, so this kind of works out for me as long as I don't take too many losses. I am drowning in losses here. You know, I've actually got a decent chance of killing them, but I'm not going to take that risk. Let's go back, lick our wounds, and damn, he's still going for Gibraltar. Good, he's off of there. I want them to very not take Gibraltar. Ah, my good ally Tunis is here. Long may he actually come and join me. If it involves killing Portuguese, I always want to do it. 7th, huh? 5th, 6th. Alright. come and have a go, if you think you're hard enough. There we go, that's him slaughtered. However, I do not like him being there. If he takes Gibraltar, I won't be able to go and do them in across there, but I don't have much of a choice. Unless I wanted to go charging in. I really don't, because then I just hand the advantage back. Can I convince them to run away? That's very risky for me to run in. However, I do have the backing of Tunis, so this is probably worth it just to spare Gibraltar. Oh, crap. Okay, well, as long as they stay the heck away. Okay, this could work out for me as long as we stay true to our mantra. Let's go for Granata. It's also good to keep an eye on what kind of peace deal they would accept. Because I could get off scot-free with just losing this. Also, I got a ton of spy network on Morocco. I should put it to use. I always wanted to claim that. I don't need much more, so I want you back free, and I want to maintain a good relationship with the Otto Turks. If that goes below 100 for too long, that might impact me very negatively. So, I still have Tech 6, whilst they do not. Let's make hay while that sun is shot. Crap, that's a lot of Castilians in one place. 15th, huh? Well, they also get there in the 15th. I don't like that. That doesn't seem like advantage us. Like I said, I don't want them holding both sides of this, but if I can screw them on Granata. That fort is still down, ain't it? All part of the plan, you see. Where in the world are the Aragonese? I'm a bit concerned at their non-existence here. There's one of them, but... Tunis, can I need you on board with a Tunis? Tunis? Damn that Dr. Fred. Well, granted, I did wipe the Aragonese army, didn't I? So they're probably rebuilding right now and are unable to join in. If anything, that's an ideal opportunity for me to make a less expensive peace. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this at all. If I give him too long, then he's just going to... And I see that. Look who's coming along. We got Naples on their way. What can I reasonably do here? I don't think I'm going to be able to grab capitals or any of the like in due time, but if they're keen to get off of these sieges, or better yet, Tunis is keen to stay close to me, I'd rather fight defensively in mountains and give them an even time on dry lands. However, no, the numbers do not favour us. It's only my units that are technologically advantageous, certainly not Tunis's. See what he's up to, though. About Portugal, he wants these provinces for himself. Castile wants them all for himself. If I let Portugal get any of this, then Castile won't be able to take them for themselves, but that might work against me. For the love of God, Tunis, I need you for some battles here. Oh, and I have rebels coming along now. Jake, do you think you're going to get a better peace deal than what you can get right now? Well, it's... Holy crap, what happened there? Castile making gains plus 20. That's not a real thing. It's not even remotely a real thing. The many interests of Elghorm. Laws of God and men, and I think we need God with us if we're going to make it through this. Jesus, that's... I don't know what Castile suddenly thinks they have going, but now they want me to lose all the claims and more money. That's not good. It's not good at all. We could run into Malaga. Oh crap, here come the Aragonese as well. I kind of want him dethroned from here, or I could take these guys on. Let's go for the even battle. Well, that was able to shunt them a bit, but they still think they're making gains, don't they? Uh-oh, this is going to be a grim one. However, tactics are on my side, and I'm flanking, but now they're flanking me, and oh god, they bring in the everything, don't they? It's good for me to get out of this as quick as I can. Well, that's a darn shame. Maybe this is what they're thinking about. They're working on that Tunisian capital like that. Right. I think I'm about to lose this, but what might be worth my time is actually coming away with this with some actual institution, because I don't have Renaissance, and if I'm kicked off of the mainland, I will not have Renaissance for a long time. What I could do, and this is a risky one because I'd just be giving it away unless I wanted to save it for over here. Would remain a core of mine. I'm tempted to dev up Granada. Would giving Portugal the provinces they want drive them apart from Castile? Nah, I've tried it before. It's very rare that you can actually drive a wedge between Castile and Portugal. But damn, I have lost a whole lot here, and that making gains thing is slaughtering me. I swear relative strength of alliances went up as well. Should I dev this? Can you take the war goal and quickly peace out? If I were to take the war goal, I would only shift... I'd only shift the war score by like 3%. It would not be a whole lot. And I see they're going back to Granada already. Oh, this is all bad news for me, especially with my ally already running away. You would be making gains if you took the war goal. Well, that's not going to happen since I'm running back now. But I'm still tempted to dev this up and grab Renaissance. How much would it cost? Probably quite a bit. But if I don't get it now, I'm going to be going a long time without Renaissance, and that tech will not come cheap. On the other hand, I'd be giving Castile so much free development. But it would remain a core of mine. And it's already come so far. Not an easy choice, don't you know? If you dev it up, it'll take more war score for them to take it, and this is true. Whatever, let's just dev it up. I hope I can make it there. It'd be hilarious if I could not. That was expensive. That was stupidly expensive. Oh well, taking it anyway. There we go. Unfortunately, it still means that they are taking a whole heap. 4 provinces and money and more money. I can't afford more money at this point. Oh, they gave up their blockade there a wee bit. Okay, now he's working on Granada. Kind of sucks for me. Yeah, he's working on the besieging. It's all a whole load of ouch for me. However, Granada's not down and out. Oh yeah, those rebels. Moroccans. Bloomin' Moroccans. Also, that money situation is grim. I already fired you, but I do not have dosh right now. Uh-oh. uh-oh, he thinks he can take me, and he's probably right. He took the -2. Well, I'm always happy to slaughter some Portuguese. Whoa, and boy did I slaughter. I think you'll find it's now me making the gains. He does not. Oh, he does. He does. He doesn't even want Gibraltar anymore. As always, killing the Portuguese is the way to success. Okay, now how greedy am I? I could make my way around there and score the war goal, and it wouldn't take very long. We get to keep the rock. It's probably not even worth my time keeping the rock, because they would just declare war on me again. How close is Naples from taking Tunis? They're a ways away. I could and would and should probably go for peace right now. Honestly, if I took this back, it wouldn't change a damn thing. I am losing these provinces, however you cut it. The only difference here is that I don't have to lose extra things like my claims and such. My fiance wants to know if you watch Eurovision. It's her newest obsession. I went to the ABBA museum and I watched some episodes of Eurovision from whenever that was. 1970s or so. So, to that capacity, yes. In any modern capacity, no. Oh, it burns me inside to surrender anything on the mainland here, but if I keep any of this, it's just going to be declaration after declaration. Then again, what is life without a bit of greed? They demand Granada, but what if I kept... what if I was able to keep Granada? Now, they demand it, sure, but they demand lots of things. Ho 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 ho! I could keep my newly devved Granada. But, oh man. Yeah, I really don't want to give up the claims. Tell you what, a bit of greed, a little bit of greed could go a long way here. Let's give it a go. But if they are about to attack this army, then it's a no-go. I just saw that. I want to declare war on you as soon as possible. I have a claim on you. We'll consider it. As soon as I can peace out with these guys. Peace out with them, get my alliance, and declare war on you. Oh, I wonder if they're going to make any alliances. Looks unlikely. Who could they ally even? Neutrality, neutrality. Doesn't look like anyone further afield either. What are they thinking? What are they thinking? Are they just trying to hold that now? That would be dirty of them. Oh, that is very dirty of them. Not a lot I can do about that. If I took Jane and then tried to reach around a bit, it might be okay, but I am running some big risks here. What if this was unfortified? Not enough to tease them away. Oh, crumbs. Revolts. Hopefully they don't see that as every reason to not make peace. Fez should be able to hold out for a while, and crumbs, I am so close to being forced to take a loan. I don't like it. But if I have no money, I gotta get money from somewhere. Long term, that's a big cost, but we'll deal with it. Or future Jake, rather, will take care of it. Alright, with a bit of luck I can take Genie. And then maybe, just maybe, they'll want to go for Jean, and then I can go back for Maria. It's worth noting that they keep getting ticking war score from that, and I don't want them to have that. Did I get my cores here yet? Not yet. We're working on it. Core, 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 and more core. Good. They're not the greatest areas known to man, but I should probably state them, despite the costs. Occupy La Mancha, Jake. You're right, it is some good, good money there. There's a big risk of Granada falling right now. Still Tech 5 across the board, but the risks are huge.